Welcome back. Thanks for coming. I hope that you will find these informative and also for your body soothing and restorative. I am going to start sharing some of the things from my rapid regulation and relief classes, which is a curated collection of about 30 plus strategies and interventions, all tiny adaptations from other tapping and somatic therapies and therapeutic approaches. I am making sure that I only provide curated tiny bits of them because at the moment, that's what most of us can handle and take in. There is plenty of time and opportunity to learn more about any of the adaptations from which these are taken. Today, I'd like to share with you something from the Peaceful Heart Network, which are friends of mine located in Sweden that have been working for 20 years in over 35 countries and over 300,000 people. They have developed these strategies from serving refugees, genocide survivors, child soldiers, trafficked people, displaced people, refugees. And from their studies and their humanitarian outreach, they have developed several small applications that I would like to also suggest to you are strategic interventions for times such as these. So I'm going to share them with you right now as Peaceful Heart teaches them. So this first one is called F.A.S.T, which stands for First Aid for Stress and Trauma. F.A.S.T. And here we go. The first thing is to engage. You do not have to do this, but it helps if you have some type of engagement with someone to get them interested in being on the same page with you. Whether that is just something that you say to them or you actually give them some things in call and response, which is also an ancient way of doing that, is up to you. So in Peaceful Heart, where they often work with the indigenous people and ancient cultures that are heavily engaged in call and response as a way to share information, I will show you that they start with 3 claps about themselves and from themselves, and 3 claps to you, the person I am offering these blessings to, and 3 up to the whole world. And they use a phrase called Tariquam Qui, and that is simply all of us, all together, all of us. So I would offer you that as a potential engagement, but you need not necessarily follow that. Herein is the F.A.S.T technique. I'd like you to use your palms, and I'd like you to put them together and begin rubbing them in a rotating manner with about the same pressure that you might if you had a pearl in the palm, maybe even a crystal pearl that you didn't want to crush or drop. And as you do, start to turn your attention to the palms, to the sensation you are generating within your body. Warmth, that friction, warmth. And the palms are energy centers. If you understand the body to be an energetic system, great. And if you do not, you might want to see about that later. So as we fire up the energy of the body, as we soothingly offer ourselves this thing to do when we don't know what to do, that is starting to engage our body, our whole physical form, and start to realize that these sensations that we're creating are warm, soothing sensations. These enter the nervous system very quickly, and that begins to calm the whole system down because it says to your system, I got this. I do have something to do. I have choice. I have agency. I can do this for myself. And as you do this, perhaps add some type of productive distraction, such as remembering a time when you really liked where you were, an environment, a situation, an event that really felt great to you. As you remember that, I will just intone that our neurology doesn't really know the difference between then and now. And you can take advantage of that in this moment. Fully embrace that time when you have brought up. Maybe even put the palms on the top of your shoulders as you do. And you may close your eyes or keep them open. As you remember this place, gently pull the palms down to the elbow. Lift and repeat. Feel the warm palms and this soothing downward stroke motion on your arms. Allow yourself to just receive this. This is me taking care of me. As you remember that fine place or event or environment that you really, truly liked, chances are good you felt very safe, very happy, your whole body. Just go ahead and invoke that. Bring it back to you. And as you do, perhaps let your face enjoy that. Let your face show why or how you appreciate that memory. Just embrace it. Allow it to play out on your face. Allow it to play out in your whole body as something good. Something good you can bring to yourself right now. And when you're ready, if your eyes were closed, open them. And perhaps you want to go down from your elbows back to your palms. And just gently rotate and rub them together. Be here now. And as you do, perhaps engage in some more playful types of distraction, such as perhaps seeing shapes or pictures or even words in the air like calm. And as you do, you can see those letters and you can call them out to yourself. You can engage more of your brain by calling them out loud with your voice. C, A, L, M. And perhaps you want to even do it backwards. M and L and A and C. And don't worry if you mess up. Let that be playful too. Let yourself accept that human tendency to not always get it perfectly because we are anything but perfect. Just allow it to be and enjoy that if you can. And perhaps now take those warm palms and you might even want to stroke lightly the cheeks, much like we might do to a small child. There. You may even wish to go across the forehead, lightly, gently stroking with your palms and fingers. I'm going to go back to this for a moment and just ask you to sit with and enjoy this invoked state that you have given yourself. And if you're ready, you may even wish to return to whatever it was that was causing you concern a moment ago. Maybe not everything, maybe one thing, as a practice of taking one thing at a time. It's a good place to be, back in control and choice. So take that. And as you do, I'll show you another body intervention. This one is called TTT, Tension Taming Technique, or Trauma Treatment. It is a tapping technique, trauma tapping technique, just like the others, but we're using it today as a strategic intervention into your physiology. So if you're ready, this is going to take about 2 minutes, and it's a 2-part practice. It doesn't have any words. Therefore, it's very easy, just like the last one. Very easy to learn, very easy to do, and very easy to share with someone else. So right now, I'm going to ask you to tap on the blade edge of your palm, like this, about 10 or 12 times. And then I'm going to ask you, if you want, to go up here to the forehead, and let's tap here at the beginning of the eyebrows, on the brow, where it meets the nose, 10 or 12 times, and then across the eyebrows to the edges of your eyes, also on the bone. And then follow that bone until it's beneath your eyes, 10 or 12 times. Then in the natural crease underneath your nose, 10 or 12 times. Again, underneath your lips in that natural crease, 10 or 12 times. Then follow your trachea down to the bottom, underneath those two round collarbones, right underneath them. I'm using all my fingers, 10 or 12 times. Then go to the side of your rib cage. There you go. Perfect. Then I'm going to show you how to tap on your fingernail beds. I'm going to turn my hand over so you can see it, and I'm going to tap on the fingernail bed, one fingernail pad on the other fingernail bed, 10 or 12 times, and go to the next finger, and the next, and the next, and roll it over to the thumb. Great. Come back with me to the chest, but this time just dance across the whole thing and stop. And I'd like you to deliberately breathe in with me and out. We'll do it 2 or 3 times, okay? Nice big exhale. Let's do it one more time. Very good. And now I'm going to go to the other hand, the one I didn't tap before. If you don't remember, don't let it be a big deal. Just tap on the side of the hand and back up to the forehead. We're going to tap on the eyebrows, at the side of the eyebrows, and underneath the eyes, and underneath the nose, and underneath the lips, and at the bottom of the trachea, underneath those collarbones. And then we're going to reach across to the rib cage, just like we did before. And now go to the other hand. Let's get those fingernail beds too. And the next finger. And the next. And the next. And roll it over for the thumb. Back to the sternum, dance across, and stop. One last time, we're going to give nice ins and outs, just like we did before. One more. Great. Thank you. Just right. As we sit with this, I ask you to just do a quick body scan. Find out what feels looser, what might feel more relaxed, what might feel even more capable. This is you taking care of you. And once you do, you can turn and take care of another. You can also realize that as you have calmed the nervous system, that you have also calmed the threat response. That is to calm the amygdala and our natural threat responses from our middle brain. And as we do, we return the flow of energy and oxygen and blood to its normal, non-threatened, non-arrested patterns. And as we do that, we are able to have the benefit of more oxygenated blood leave our major muscle groups and return to our head, and our full prefrontal cortex function is going to start functioning again well, because we are now feeding it once again, oxygenated blood. as the body calms, as the midbrain calms, the rest of our design falls into place, and we become fully capable once again of social engagement from the vagal system, of also our full body array of thought and emotional felt sense and physiology, all working perfectly again in tandem. I'm sure you've noticed that you feel a little bit differently, and I'm hoping this was very helpful for you. And I'm also going to make sure that you understand, I understand. This does not change what happened. It changes how I address it, starting with me, starting with how I feel, and starting with the actions I feel capable of taking now. If this has been of help to you, Peaceful Heart and I appreciate your donations because they go a long way towards people like me who work with them, spreading this to everyone. Our goal is to spread this to the earth, to all people, so that everyone has a way that is quick and easy and accessible to reset and take care of themselves, and then turn to taking care of someone else. Thank you so much for spending time with me. If you would like to know more, please write to peacefulheart.com. It's Peaceful Heart Network, actually. You can find it as well as their free app. And you can also write to me, Jondi, at jondiwhitis.com. I am happy to serve you and your groups with anything and all that I could do in this world to make things better for all. Thank you.